When you think about yourself, what is the first thing that comes to your mind? Is it your name or your profession? The story is not that simple because you deserve more than that. So, who are you really? The answer of most people usually does not show the full picture. The interesting thing is, if you just keep quiet and don't say anything, then you are actually going in the right direction. To start this issue, we usually describe ourselves based on things like thoughts, beliefs, and challenges we have gone through in life. For example, if asked to tell about yourself, you might talk about your name, where you come from, or your work and achievements. But all these things are just things that the outside society labels you. Career or difficulties in life are things that can change, not your true nature. Understand that you are more than that. You yourself are an entity that does not change, is fixed, remains, and does not waver. Let's try to explain this in a simpler way so that we can grasp our true nature. At the same time, also try to expand more to understand it better. Think of a moment when you feel anxious. Think about what will happen in the future, for example. Your mind at this point begins to imagine all the events, or may also constrain you to the judgments that others make, cannot be yourself. In this situation, stop and answer the following question. Who is aware of this anxiety? No one else, it's you. You are the one who is aware of the anxiety, not yourself. In life, everyone goes through difficult, painful, and desperate moments. It could be worries about the future, overthinking, or pressure from daily life. But there is a way to help you change your perspective and overcome these challenges. Understand that the one who perceives suffering is not the same as the one who is suffering. Simply put, as if there are two parts of yourself, one part goes through difficult times, while the other part observes and understands what is happening. This awareness is a powerful tool to separate yourself from suffering and look at it from a more comprehensive, objective perspective. Take overthinking as an example. When you catch yourself stuck in an endless cycle of thinking, at this point ask yourself, who is aware of this overthinking? The question is simple, but it shifts your attention from being confused in thinking to becoming an observer of those thoughts. It's like a step back to see the bigger picture. In this video, we try to really connect with our true consciousness. This means realizing that you are not limited by suffering and that we are more than human. You are part of something great, something profound. In this way, you will see that the way you approach the problems in life also changes, as if discovering a hidden power deep within yourself. You realize that you have the ability to create your own reality. You can restore the feeling of pure love, peace, joy, and confidence, even when facing the most difficult circumstances. By now, you have almost reconnected with your own mind. Now, take a moment to look back at how you perceive yourself during this video. Initially, you don't have to try too hard to think. Gradually practice to have the ability to perceive always present, like an instinct, always there and hidden behind your consciousness. Even when thoughts come and go, remember that you are also aware of that. This means you are not only a person who perceives others, you are essentially the perception itself. This understanding can bring you closer to your inner self and give you a deep feeling of your true nature. You go beyond being just a normal person. You are much bigger than that. Now focus on the rhythm of perception. Sometimes we can easily take a step back to see the big picture, but sometimes this seems impossible to do. The power of the mind is sometimes strong and abundant, sometimes weak and faint. At this point, instead of immediately making judgments or getting caught up in thinking about it, temporarily enjoy this melody as naturally as possible. Gradually, as you get used to the natural flow, drift along with it. Go one step further by controlling that stream of perception. Keep the energy source stable, and the perception always exists. This practice can help you connect with the deeper part of yourself and evaluate the current situation more clearly. Shift your attention away from specific experiences and direct it to your consciousness. Remember that you cannot understand or grasp this completely by thinking. Therefore, it cannot be solved by mere thinking. You are not defined by your thoughts, those of others or anyone. The important step is to realize that and then shift your attention to the feeling of the perception itself. Spend time in a state of perception, and if thoughts start to take over, gently bring your attention back to that state of perception. For example, in moments of pain, ask yourself, who is aware of this? But don't look for the answer in your thoughts. Instead, immerse yourself completely in that awareness. Feel it from the perspective of a third person who can observe the whole picture of suffering, understand the cause and effect, and then take another step back to realize that who is aware of all this? This is your true nature, your heart. You have to understand that you are not defined by the story of your life, your past, or your mistakes. In essence, you are pure spirit, pure consciousness. Any problem or challenge you face only exists because you perceive it, not because it defines you. Your true nature is not affected by external circumstances because you are the observer of everything that happens in your life. Practicing self-awareness does not lead to a feeling of detachment or alienation. Instead, it is a return to your natural state, a state of purity of love, peace, joy, and confidence. By recognizing your true self and acknowledging that you are the observer of the experiences, you can navigate through the ups and downs of life with more peace and mental strength. Every day, spend some time to be aware of your own thoughts and emotions. This helps to profoundly affect your mental health. Gradually, you begin to realize that suffering and difficulty do not define who we are. Once, as self-awareness increases, you can easily let go of the limited beliefs and things that constrain you in life. You are not just an ordinary person. You are life, fully present in the present. In you, there is an amazing inner strength. Although hard to describe in words, this inner strength has the potential to bring about powerful changes for your own life. You can still change and grow because your current beliefs do not determine your nature. You have the right to change them. Your life is not something rigidly imposed. You can rewrite it, and the sadness or anxiety that you have experienced are not things that bind you. You can perceive them and learn how to change your reaction to them. When you truly understand yourself, you become more skillful in dealing with the challenges of life. You realize that you have the ability to control your life. This basic truth gives you the power to master your life and regain the feeling that you have lost, such as pure love, peace, joy, and confidence. So, if I ask you now, who are you? How would you answer? I want to express my gratitude for staying until the last moment. I hope it will be a valuable time. If you like this content, please share it with your loved ones and feel free to leave a comment about your real experiences, which is also a valuable lesson for anyone who reads it. Have a great day.